Hello, this is Trail Lady, and I got home from work, long work day, and lo and behold, look at all these geese. I have no idea who these geese are. These are all very mature, well-fed geese, and I'm not sure if they're on their way up to Canada. They look a little fat for migrating, and they're awfully far south for midsummer. But I don't know if you can see how large these are. I don't know if they're all males. Here's a regular duck right here. And look at the ducks compared to these big baddies. These are huge geese. They're almost the size of swans. And so I don't know if they're just passing through and the other geese gave them the memo that there's food available here, but these guys are big boys. Look at them. See how small the ducks look next to them? These are huge. And they were all just milling around here by the dock. So I don't know if geese can tell one another about good places to go eat as they travel, but sure would seem like they've found out about my little goose buffet I'm running here. My bird buffet. And I'll tell you what, if there's ever a zombie apocalypse, I will be on no short supply of goose to survive on. I'll tell you that much. No, I would hate to eat any one of these. I'd hate it. I so enjoy seeing them alive and floating. But anyway, this is really interesting, and I'm going to sit down, so pardon my camera work while I sit here, so you can actually see a little bit better what I mean, how big they are as they come in and eat this food. And the ducks look tiny next to these big boys. Huge. I mean, they're almost eye level with me here. So these are beautiful, and the camera does not do this any justice at all. How amazing this feels to have this many geese this close, and I've never met any of these geese before. So these are all new ones. And we've got a lone buff duck out there. He's like a mallard buff duck mix. You can see him. I'm following him. He's right in the middle of the screen there. He's kind of like a reject, and none of the other ducks want to swim with him. I feel bad for him. And I have decided to name him Bono. So little Bono is making his rounds, trying to get himself some yummies out here as well. And he's a male duck, so you can see the size difference. But these are just beautiful, and they're everywhere. I can't believe this. When we minimalized, we were living in a 4,400 square foot home in a high-end subdivision. And as the children were growing up and leaving, we decided that it wasn't worth the hard work it took to keep it. And we decided at that point that we would rather scale down on our possessions and live a life with more meaning in it. And I'll tell you something, in that big house, nobody loved us anymore. We were no more popular. Nobody was calling us, beating our door down to go out with us because we drove nice cars and we had a big house. It didn't work that way, and nobody thought any higher of us or respected us more because of our fancy possessions. So we have scaled down in order to focus on what really matters, and what really matters is the peace that you find in your heart at the end of the day when it's just the two of you sitting there watching a beautiful sunset on the lake. That's what really matters. And adventure. We want to adventure. We're getting older, so we want to make sure that we're having our hiking and our camping and our vacation trips and jet ski touring and all of that fun stuff before we're too old and achy to really enjoy all of that. So anyway, This was just an unexpected part of the magic that we discovered when we became houseboat owners, is that these birds, these magnificent animals, come and visit with us and have trusted us enough to bring their babies around. Aren't they beautiful? Just beautiful. They're so graceful. Goose, 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 goose. And over here we got a turtle. We've got 2 turtles out here eating amongst all these geese. Let's see if I can zoom in. I call this one Tiny T, as in Tiny Tim. Where'd he go? He's kind of shy. I think he's camera shy. Look at that goose. Look at the feathers. They're just so pretty. It's sharp with that black, white, and brown contrast. And their fine, refined necks. Just beautiful. So, if you, like us, reach a point where you feel like you're working your fingers to the bone, there's an old country song that says, if you work your fingers to the bone, what do you get? Bony fingers. And that's true. There comes a point where you have so many possessions and none of it loves you back. You know, you have to work to maintain it. You got to insure it. And there's Quigley from down under. See if I can zoom in on him for you. That's Quigley. And he's our big turtle. He's about the size of a dinner plate. And he has learned that when the birds come around, if he's savvy enough to stick around, he's going to get some food too. So we got Quigley and Tiny Tim out here milling around. And some people would say that this is lame, but I'm telling you, the best things in life are still free. And this to me is it's just pure magic. These birds coming around like this. I hope you enjoy seeing them as much as I enjoy showing them to you. If you like these videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up so we know somebody's watching us. And we'll be posting some more adventures in the upcoming future. And this is Trail Lady signing off.